Okay, here's some more examples of variables on both sides. And remember, what we found here is there's three possible solutions when you have variables on both sides. The first solution is that you can actually just get a value for the variable, like x equals 7. The second is that you can have all real numbers, meaning everything. You can put any value in here for x, here and here, and you will always, it'll always be equal. So you can put any value in there. All real number solution. And then finally, the last one is there's no solution at all. There is no value that you can put in the value here for x that will make an equation true. So let's take a look at some of that and how they come out. So let's say here's our first equation here, 10 minus 5x plus 1 equals 7x plus 11 minus 12x. Just want to move that forward. All right, before I even start thinking about subtracting x from either side, I want to condense both of these. I have terms I can combine, the 10 and the 1 over here, and then these x's over here. So I'm going to add, this is a positive 10 and a positive 1. So on this side, we're going to change it to minus 5x. Remember, the sign belongs to the term on the right. The plus is for the 1, the minus is for the 5x, and the 10 here is positive. If it was negative, it would say negative 10x. So anyways, I'm going to combine the 10 and the 1, so I'm going to end up with minus 5x plus 11, 10 plus 1, equals, and on this side I'm going to combine my x's. So I have 7x, this is plus 11, this is negative 12x. So I'm going to say 7 minus 12x, and that's also going to be a negative 5x plus 11. And if you look at this, you can see that they're exactly the same. So if let's say you want to get rid of the variable, I say, okay, I'm going to add 5x to both sides. I can do that for any one here, add 5x. These both become 0, I end up with something called 11 equals 11. When I have something like this, some number equaling itself, the solution for this problem is all real numbers. That means I can put any number in here and it'll make the equation true. So I'll try, let's say, number 1. If I put a 1 here for x, 5 times 1 is 5. So 10 minus 5 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. And I put a 1 here because that's what I said the value for x is. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 11 is 18, and then minus 12 times 1 is 12. 18 minus 12 is also 6. So that would make the equation true. If I put a number 2 in here, 5 times 2 is 10. 10 minus 10 is 0, plus 1 is 1. So on this side is 1. If I put in 2 here, 14 plus 11 is 25. And then if I put a 2 in here, 12 times 2 is 24. So 25 minus 24 is going to be 1. So again, it's equal. I can put any real number in this. Okay, let's take a look at another example. Here is another example. Again, I can kind of, you can see that. I can kind of combine terms here. So I have a positive 12x and 1x. So I'm going to say 13x minus 3 on this side equals, I have a 5x and an 8x. So 5x and 8x is also 13x minus 4 is what's left on this side. And again, you see that there's a 13x here and a 13x here. I'm going to just subtract 13x from both sides. And I get zeros for this. I get negative 3 equals, and on this side, negative 4, because this is 0. So when I have something like that, when I have a number equaling a totally different number, the solution for this is there is no solution. And you would write no solution. There is no number I can put here for x that would make this equation true. It's impossible. All right, so that's a couple more examples to help you understand how to solve variables on both sides.